Hey guys, what is going on? Jibs Cams 97 there, and today I'm bringing you a new predictions of full team of the season in FIFA 13 Ultimate Team. And today we're starting off with the Bundesliga. Our second one is the Bundesliga. First off, our goalkeeper is Manuel Neuer. He has been quite a very good, one of the best, if not the best, goalkeeper in the Bundesliga. He has helped Bayern Munich keep a clean sheet and like you can say that they've been unbeaten. Well, obviously Arsenal broke down the Champions League. Come on, you Gunners. But yeah, I think it's gonna go to 93 because he's already at 87, and for his performance, you could say that he could be a 93. And team of the season, they like to exaggerate. Next up is Philip Lahm, and okay, this is taking quite some time. Yeah, Philip Lahm, and I believe that Philip Lahm is going to go to a 93, and this is because he has been the best right back in the Bundesliga. Philip Lahm though he is very short, like look at his stats. He's 170 centimeters. That is incredibly small, but for his age, for the team he plays for his height, for his size, he does quite a lot for Bayern Munich. And once again, he is part of the reason why they do keep their clean sheet and their undefeated record. Next, our first centre back is Mats Hummels. Mats Hummels has been regarded as one of the brightest futures for German football. Well, he might move from Borussia Dortmund, but at the moment he is one of the best centre backs, well, young centre backs that you can say, in Europe, and that is because of his performance against various teams in the Bundesliga and in the Champions League. Who actually Borussia Dortmund is now in the Champions League semi-finals against Real Madrid, and he's gonna play a big part in that. Our second centre back is Jerome Boateng. Jerome Boateng, he has helped Bayern Munich to the undefeated record. He has played incredibly well, incredible against Arsenal, even when they lost at the Emirates, but no, it was at Allianz Arena. But I still think he is a very good quality player. It's a shame that he didn't play for Ghana with his brother Kevin Prince, which started up a little feud between them. But he does play good for Germany. I think he's gonna go to 85 from a 79. Now the left back is David Alaba. I could have had different players to fill in there, but I thought he was the right man to fit the job. He has been a very brilliant player for Bayern Munich. Another reason for their undefeated record. I think he's going to go to 86 from his 77 card. He has had, I think, was it 2-1 informs? But look at those stats. That is what you want in the left back. 86 dribbling, 89 pace. And these are all my predictions. What I think their stats are going to go up to. Now, into our midfield. And our right mid, we're using the 4-4-2 formation. And our right mid is Jacob Blaszczykowski. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I gave it a shot. I think he's going to go to 87 from his 80 card, and this is because he is one of the top goal scorers as well as one of the top assists in the Bundesliga for Borussia Dortmund, and that is amazing. That is amazing. Like, Blaszczykowski wasn't really one of the brightest talents last season, but this season he has been playing incredibly good for Borussia Dortmund. And in this team, you're going to see a lot of Borussia Dortmunds and Bayern Munich, and that's because they're both one of the best teams in European football these days. Borussia Dortmund, they have a very young team, but they still know how to play football against big teams. They were unbeaten in the Champions League group stages against Real Madrid and Manchester City and Ajax. They did get their late win against Malaga, which took them to the semi-finals against Real Madrid. And me as a Real Madrid supporter, I do think that Real Madrid are going to be able to knock out Borussia Dortmund. It's going to be a tough match, though, a very tough match. Now our first CAM is Horatio Kiateke. This I don't really watch German football when it comes to other than Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich, but I've heard a lot of good things about this guy, and I did before I made this review. I went to go and watch his stats and some clips on him, and this guy I can admit is a he's like a very technical person, and he is going to help Japan. Hopefully, I would like to see Japan in the World Cup in Brazil in 2014, well, next year, summer, with Kagawa and Honda. They are going to be such a good midfield. Honda, Kiyotake, and Kagawa are going to take on the roles. You can say they are the best players in Japan. But yeah, I think it's gonna go up from an 81. I think it was a 72 silver, but because of his he is one of the top. He is the third, I think, top assist in the Bundesliga. His stats is gonna go up to 81. Now, our second midfield, well, cam is Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller is the top joint goal scorer with Frank Ribery, and I think Thomas Muller is going to go to 88, and that's because he has been playing different from how he was last season. It has been a big improvement, even though most of the times he does start for Bayern Munich, but if he did not start and he does come on, he is still able to change the game. If it's a draw, they'll win. If they're losing, they'll win, and you know, though by Munich that's quite impossible, but he does play a very big part for Bayern Munich, and I think he's gonna go to 88 because his 84 card does do him justice of how he is playing this season, and now I think if we go into FIFA 14, he's gonna go up to at least an 85 and 86, or even an 87. Now, our left mid, I'm sure everyone gets this, has to be Franck Ribery. This guy is an amazing player. Obviously, I think he is the fourth best player in the world. After Iniesta, Messi, and Ronaldo, it's because this guy, his dribbling is not that far from Messi's. Obviously, Messi, I believe, is the best dribbler in the world because the ball sticks to his feet. It's the same with Ribery, and because of their size, their agility is quite high, so they're easy to like maneuver through players, and it's quite easy for them to come against big players like Matt Hummels. If you saw the Bayern Munich versus the Borussia Dortmund game, you'll see how this guy can tear any defense to shreds, no matter their size. And I think he's going to go to a 96 because his 90 card is just not good enough. He needs to be higher, and I increased his passing because he is the top goal scorer in the Bundesliga. So yeah, look out for this card. Our first striker is Robert Lewandowski, the striker for Borussia Dortmund, and this guy is another amazing player, someone who I did not expect to be the top goal scorer with 21 goals in the Bundesliga. He is an amazing player. His teamwork with Marco Reus is amazing. With Blafowski is amazing. With Mario Götze is amazing. So I won't be surprised if he is. Sorry. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't in the Bundesliga team of the season pack. But I think he's going to go from an 83? Yep, an 83 to an 89. Because he is the top goal scorer, and you can see from any league, if you are the top goal scorer, like last year, Robin van Persie went from like an 86 to like a 93 on his team of the year card, and that is a big jump. So yeah. Our second striker is Stefan Kiblin, I think that's how I pronounce his name. The very tall striker for Bayern Leverkusen. I think that's how I pronounce his name. But yeah, he is the second top goal scorer after Robert Lewandowski with 19 goals, so it's not really that big of a difference. But for someone that plays in the Bundesliga against big teams, well, big Germans, it's a good achievement. I think he's gonna go to an 87. I can't remember his original card, but this guy's another brilliant player. And I'll be looking forward to using this card because his pace is obviously going to go up. His dribbling's fine. His shooting is going to go up as well. And his headering is going to be a beastly attribute. Now onto our bench, and it's going to be Roman Wendenfeller. I think it's going to go to a 90, and this guy has been one of the best players in the Bundesliga, the second best player in the Bundesliga for Borussia Dortmund. If you watched him against Malaga, this guy was taking the mick. He was making Malaga so angry. There was a numerous amount of headers and shots that should have gone in, but Winterfeller was just able to keep it out. And I think this guy, because he's had 2 informed cards out, I think it's going to go to a 90 from his 82 card, because this guy has been so unstoppable. He's just an amazing player. It's just a shame that, well, he is old, so you can say that's the reason why he's not the number 1 for Germany. It is Manuel Neuer. I think he's in his early 20s, like 23, 22, and Winterfeller's like 33, 32, so, you know, they're going to want to rather have a young, experienced keeper. Our next person on the bunch is Mario Götze, the very, you could say, pretty boy, 20-year-old for Borussia Dortmund. This guy has been another amazing player for Borussia Dortmund. Top goals, well, top assists, one of the top assists in the Bundesliga, and I think he's the top assist for Borussia Dortmund. No, he's the second top assist. Blafoskovski's first. But yeah, this guy has been playing pretty darn good for Borussia Dortmund. He has racked himself a number of goals and assists, which surprisingly for his age is quite brilliant. His dribbling's amazing. If you watch him in the Champions League, you should actually take a look at German teams. German teams, they know how to build young players into great players, like Ozil, Holtby, just many players. They know how to build players, the same as the Premier League. And I think that Borussia Dortmund is, you can say, the German version of Arsenal, because they build players up, then release them. Yeah. Our third player on the bench is Marco Reus. Marco Reus has racked himself a number of goals and assists for Borussia Dortmund. Another one who has been playing brilliant in the Champions League against big teams. And, you know, I think Marco Reus joined Borussia Dortmund this season, and he's fitting in pretty good. He got the winner for Borussia Dortmund to take them into the semi-finals against Malaga. If it wasn't for that goal, Malaga would have gone through. So yeah, I think it's going to go to an 89 from his 84 card, because he has been a quite brilliant player with playing up front with Robert Lewandowski playing in that centre forward position. Our next player is Mario Mandzukic for Borussia Dortmund, the man who, you know, is saying that he may possibly be able to replace Mario Gomez, and that is a very tough shoe to fill in, because Mario, I think he got 38 goals last season, top goal scorer. But you know, he could fill in the shoes. He has racked himself quite a staggering amount of goals for himself in the Bundesliga, and I think it's going to go to 86 from his 82 card. Our last person, well, no, we've got 2 more people to go. It's Kevin De Bruyne, the young cam for, what is that, Wonder Bremen. He is another amazing player, top 5 goal assists in the Bundesliga, and for his age, he is going to be another bright talent coming out of the Bundesliga. Hopefully, Arsenal can keep sights on him, because he looks like he's going to come out a very, very good player. But yeah, I think it's going to go to an 83. I think it was a 72 or 73. So I'm looking forward to this guy. Later on, hopefully he'll go to a team playing in the Premier League or in the Champions League, because he looks like a very, very bright talent. Our next one is Dante, the centre back for Bayern Munich. I think he's gonna go to 86 from his 80 card, because I believe that this guy has been another one who has been keeping Bayern Munich top of the Bundesliga. Obviously, they've won it already, but you know, that is their retaliation to the Champions League loss last season, which was in their hands, and I don't know how they did not win it. But yeah, I really do think that Dante's going to go to 86 because he has been another amazing player with Jerome Boateng. Though possibly I should have put him in the starting 11, but you know, I just thought I'll put in Jerome Boateng because there's not really a difference. Our next player is Scalbert Hotzi, and this is actually the last player. But yeah, I think he's going to go to a 84 because he's quite a good player, and you know, his playing for Hanover is quite good. Hopefully he is going to move to another team. But yeah, this is the end of the team of the season predictions. I hope you guys did enjoy this. I might release a Serie A in the few coming days. But yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy this. If you did, leave a like, and hopefully I will be able to bring in more leagues. Jibs comes 97 out.